everyone, welcome back to the channel Unknown Physicist. So today we are in another video of our series Mastering MMP. So in this series we have successfully completed linear algebra and complex analysis. And if you are someone who is preparing for this upcoming JIST 2021, I'm sure there will be one question from complex analysis, that too especially from contour integrations. I have given a quite number of good problems in that in YouTube shorts. If you have not watched those videos as well as the problems, the links are in the description box as well as in the iCards. Please do check. I'm sure you will be getting marks in that. So what we are going to see today is something really important, and it is one of the most important tool in mathematical physics. So today we are going to see all about Fourier series. In point of competitive exams, there aren't much questions asked from Fourier series, but still it's always safer side to look into the easier topics. Actually, Fourier series is really easy. Just if you know the basic integration and the formula for it, you can easily crack your answer. So let's get started with it. So if you are a new visitor to this channel, in this channel I do make videos on different concepts of physics. Right now I'm doing two series. One is Mastering MMP. So we have completed two chapters in that, and the other is Quantum 100, in which quantum mechanics I have covered a quite number of important topics, and I have really given a good number of problems over there also. Even you can check that the links are in the description box. So let's get started with video. Okay, let's get started. So we are going to see today all about Fourier series. Okay. Fourier series. Actually, before getting into formula, all those things, we need to answer few questions. Why do we need Fourier series? Actually, this Fourier series is a basic tool to solve any differential equation or a partial differential equation with some periodic boundary conditions. So, for example, let me take a spring. Let me take a spring is attached to a box. So now here I will write the force as F is equal to minus kx, right? So what is force? It is nothing but ma, mass into acceleration, is equal to minus kx. So acceleration I can write as d square x by dt square is equal to minus kx. So let me get the kx other side. So which is m d square x by dt square plus kx is equal to 0. So if you note, initially I was having a very simple equation to denote my motion. But after doing some things, it becomes little tough. That is, it is represented in form of second order differential equation. But now to find a solution for this is going to be still tough, right? So in that case, and this is a periodic motion. So it is repeating over a certain time period. So we call it as a periodic motion. So in this case, we will be using Fourier series. In this case, like, we can solve the solution easily fine, but there are still some more complicated second order differential equation where we use this Fourier series to find our answers. And in this Fourier series, uh, what if I am going to have a non-periodic motion? Now we are saying this is for a periodic motion. What if I am going to see a non-periodic motion? So in the case of non-periodic motion, so which will be seeing in the next video. So non-periodic motion, we will be using Fourier integrals, which they will be using Fourier integrals. So this is what, and in this Fourier series, we will be using some power series to approximate a complicated function. So we will be now we will see what exactly a Fourier series is. So let's see what is the formula for Fourier series. So here f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by L plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L. So this is how your Fourier series is represented. So okay, the box doesn't look like a box. That's okay. So this is how your Fourier series is represented. So if you are able to remember this, you can do your problem. But still, what this a naught, a n and bn? So these are nothing but your Fourier coefficients. So a naught, a n and bn are nothing but your Fourier coefficients. Okay, Fourier coefficients. Fourier coefficients. So what is A naught? So A naught is nothing but 1 by L integral minus L2 plus L minus L2 plus L f of x dx, f of x dx. Okay, and then an is nothing but 1 by L integral minus L2 plus L f of x cos n pi x by L into dx. And the third one is Bn is equal to 1 by L integral minus L to plus L f of x into sine n pi x by L into dx. So you have to remember these three coefficients, then only you will be able to solve your problems. So make sure you are remembering all this. So to remember, if it is an, it is a coefficient of cos n, right? So the integral should contain a cos term. You can remember by this way. Similarly, bn, it is a coefficient of sine term. So your integral should contain a sine term. So you can remember this by this way. So you should be very clear with this, right? This is one of the most important things. And your f of x, this should be defined always in the domain. F of x should be always in the domain minus L comma L. Okay, it should be in the domain minus L comma L. So we will be seeing certain properties. Let's see what all those. So always our videos will be having something useful to you guys. So again, I'm going to give you some useful formulas over here. So what is that? So integral a to b sine n pi x by L dx. Similarly, integral a to b cos n pi x by L into dx is equal to 0. So integral over a complete cycle, right? So that will be equal to 0. So you can just, if you are directing something this way, you can just write it 0. Okay. And then next one is integral a to b sine m pi x by L into sine n pi x by L dx. Similarly, integral a to b cos m pi x by L cos n pi x by L dx will be equal to L into delta of mn. Okay, L into delta of mn. And one more thing, suppose integral a to b sine m pi x by L, sine m pi x by L cos n pi x by L, this will be d into dx will be equal to 0 always. All these three conditions, like whatever I'm said right now, is applicable only when your like difference of your integral is equal to 2L. Difference of your integral is equal to 2L. That is, upper limit minus lower limit should be equal to 2L. So for example, if your integral goes from minus pi to plus pi, so what it is? One second. Pi. So it is minus pi to plus pi. So what is your 2L? 2L is equal to upper limit, upper limit minus lower limit. So which will be pi minus of minus, so plus pi. So which will be equal to 2 pi. So always your difference of limit, upper limit minus lower limit should be equal to 2L. I hope you guys got this point. All these tricks are applicable only in this condition, right? And one more most important thing. So this is a very helpful trick, which is sine n pi. Whenever you see a sine n pi, it is 0. Similarly, cos n pi. If you are finding as cos n pi, that is cos 2 pi, cos 3 pi, or cos pi, anything, it is given by minus 1 whole power n. For example, if you are having cos 2 pi, then it is minus 1 whole square. So answer is 1. Similarly, something cos 5 pi, which is minus 1 whole power 5 is minus 1. So these two results are really going to be very helpful. Please do remember these two. Okay. And one more, you have something called half range cosine series, half range sine series. So before that, you should be clear with what is even function. I have discussed this already in my quantum videos. So what do you mean by even function? So if there is a function f of x, I'm going to put minus, like instead of x, I'm substituting minus x. then my function will be the same. That is, it will remain same. So for example, if I'm having x square, I'm replacing it with minus x. So what I'm to get, I will be getting only x square. So such type of function is called even function. So we have cos x, those trigonometry. This cos x is also a even function. So here, half range cosine series, half range cosine series, half range cosine series is given by, so the same here your a naught is given by 2 by L integral 0 to L into f of x dx. If you note, your limits are changed. Initially there was minus L to plus L, but here it was 0 to L. Similarly, we had 1 by L, but here it is 2 by L. Your limits gets changed. So that is why half range cosine series. And the next is an is equal to 2 by L integral 0 to L f of x cos n pi x by L into dx. And then your bn term. So bn term becomes 0. Actually, it will have only in half range cosine series, it will correspond only to the cos terms. Whereas in sine half range cosine series, it will correspond only to sine terms. So this is one thing you have to remember. So finally, your f of x, I am writing here. So your f of x is a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by L. So your bn term becomes 0. So the complete term goes 0. So this is for half range cosine series. Next is odd function. Okay, you have to remember this. So odd function means if f of x, there is a function, you are substituting minus x, then your function will be minus f of x. For example, if you are having x cube, I am substituting minus x. So what you are going to get? You will be getting minus x cube. So you will be getting minus of that function. So that is called odd functions. So here we have half range sine series. So these are some basic information, like a basic outline for Fourier series I am giving. But in exam point of view, there are not much question asked from Fourier series. You have much questions from Fourier transform and Laplace transform, which we'll be saying in our upcoming videos. So for half range sine series, your a naught is equal to 0, your an is a naught is equal to 0, your an is equal to 0. You have only your bn term, which is given by 2 by L integral 0 to L f of x sin n pi x by L, sin n pi x by L into dx. I'm sorry. So finally, your f of x for half range sine series, is given by summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin n pi x by L. Okay. So this is for half range sine series. So that's it, the basic details which you should know to solve any problem from Fourier series. So I'll be solving one problem and I'll be giving two sums as a task to you guys. So the first question is a periodic function f of x of period 2 pi is defined in the interval minus pi less than x less than pi as f of x is equal to minus 1 plus 1. So this minus 1 is defined for the region minus pi less than x less than 0. And this plus 1 is for the region 0 less than x less than pi. So we have to find the Fourier series for this. So first let us do step by step. So initially when you are doing, like if you are the person who is doing Fourier series for the first time, please do the steps step by step so that only it will be really easy for you. So here f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x by L plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L, right? So first we have to find what is L. So what is L over here? It is 2 pi, right? So L is nothing but 2 pi. So if you are substituting L is equal to 2 pi, then your equation, like your Fourier series, will become a naught by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos cos n pi, sorry, cos nx. I'm sorry, here it is actually not L, here it is 2L, so L will be equal to pi. Your 2L will be equal to 2 pi, so your L is nothing but pi. Sorry, I made a small mistake over here. So it is cos nx plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx, right? Okay. So now we have to find the Fourier coefficients one by one. So let us first find what is A naught. So what is the formula for A naught? It is given by 1 by L integral minus pi to plus pi f of x dx. So here let me, what is my L? L it is pi. So it will be 1 by pi integral. So we have two regions, minus 1 for this region and plus 1 for this region. So we have to split and write. So first it is for minus pi to, so first it is for minus pi to 0. It is minus minus dx plus integral 0 to pi, it is plus dx. So if we are solving this, we will be getting 1 by pi into, so this is x, limit goes from minus pi to 0 plus x, here limit goes from 0 to pi. If I am substituting the limits, it would be 1 by pi into minus pi plus 0, and then again we have plus pi. So your A naught value, it is 0. Your A naught value, it is 0. So first we have to find what is A naught. So next let us do for AN. So AN is given by 1 by L integral minus pi to plus pi f of x cos nx into dx, right? So I have two regions. So let us substitute and do it. So here are L values pi. Let me write it. So this will be 1 by pi. So we will divide our integral was for two regions. So for the first region it will be integral minus pi to 0 minus cos nx dx plus integral 0 to pi. This was cos nx dx, right? So which will be 1 by pi. When you integrate minus cos x, this would be sin x only. So we have a minus, so it is minus sin nx divided by n, and the limits are from minus pi to 0 plus, again if you integrate cos, it is sin, so sin nx by n, and the limits are from 0 to pi. So once you substitute your limits, it will be 0 actually. So because cos n pi is 0, right? So your limits, after substituting limits, it will be 0. So your value of an is 0. We have found value of a naught as 0 and similarly an as 0. So let us see what is the value of bn. So bn is given by 1 by pi integral minus L to plus L, sorry 1 by L, this is 1 by L minus L to plus L integral f of x into sin nx dx, right? So which will be 1 by pi into integral. So we will split the limits. So minus pi to 0, it is minus sin nx dx. Similarly for 0 to pi, it is sin nx dx, right? So once we integrate, we will be getting 1 by pi into sin is minus cos, so minus minus this becomes plus. So cos nx by n, limits from minus pi to 0 plus sin nx is minus cos nx divided by n, limits from 0 to pi. So once we substitute our limit, it will be 1 by pi into 1 minus of minus 1 the whole power n. Cos 0 it is 1, cos n pi it would be minus 1 whole power n, and then again minus 1 the whole power n. Cos 0 it is plus, so it is 1. So finally we will be having 1 by pi into 2 plus 2 into minus 1 the whole power n. So I'll take 2 common out, so which will be 4 by, okay, I'm missing one thing, which is the denominator n. So I'll write it over here. So it will be 2 by n pi into, I'm sorry, one more small mistake. It is not plus, it is minus here. So this should be 1 minus 1 the whole power n, right? So just consider if your n value is even, n value is even. So for example, if it is 2 something, so minus 1 square is 1. So 1 minus 1, what will your bn value become? Bn will be 0. Similarly, if your n is an odd value, for example, let me take it as 1. So minus 1 the whole square, 1 will be 1. So for even values, your n value is nothing but 4 by n pi. So let me write it more clearly here. So Bn is equal to 4 by n pi for odd values and 0 for even values. So let us see what's our final answer is. So finally, f of x is equal to, your a0 was 0 and an was 0. So we have only a bn term. Just now we found it. So which is actually summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sine n x, right? So this is our integral. And what did we find that bn? Bn is nothing but 4 by n pi for odd values. So my f of x will be summation n is equal to 1, 3, 5 to infinity. And what is bn? It is 4 by n pi into sine nx. So this is what we got. If I am going to expand this, this would be 4 by pi into sine. So yeah, I am substituting n is equal to 135. So I will be getting sine x plus sine 3x by 3 plus sine 5x by 3. Sorry, 5x by 5 and so on. So they might be asking these types of questions, but so far there are not much questions from Fourier series. But still, if you are someone preparing for your semester exams, and this Fourier series is really very important. So I'll be giving you 2 tasks. Just give a try. It will be really easy, and let me know what answers you are getting. So here the task. So the task first question is f of x is equal to 1 for the region 0 less than x less than or equal to 0.5. Sorry, this is 0.5. And 0 for the region 0.5 less than x less than 1. This is first question. Just try to find what is your an, sorry, a0, an and bn. And finally, let me know what is your Fourier series you are getting. And the second question is f of x is equal to 1 plus x between the region minus 1 less than x less than or equal to 0 and 1 minus x for the region 0 less than x or equal to 1. So this is your second task. Again, you have to find your a0, an, bn values and finally your Fourier series. Okay. So this here the integration is quite easy, but here when it comes you have 1 plus x. So be careful while doing the integration over here. Again, it is really easy. So that's it. Once again, I am saying Fourier transform is not, sorry, Fourier series is not that important in point of competitive exam, but for your degree exams this is really very important. So next what we are going to see is all about Fourier transform, and again Fourier transform is really going to be very easy and interesting, and I will be giving you few quite tasks after completing that. So by this week we will be completing Fourier transform and Laplace transform. So if you like this video and if you feel this is going to help for someone's preparation, don't forget to share this video with them, and if you want to appreciate the content meant in this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up sign. So still then everyone, keep practicing. Don't forget to do the task and mention your answers. I think to mention it in the comment box, it is a little tough. So you can share it in the Telegram group, which is unknown physicist. So keep practicing. Bye bye. Have a nice day.